Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, a summer 2024 comedy romance with a hint of incest. The story begins with our female protagonist, Alya, walking to school and being asked out by your typical overconfident gigadouche who gets bluntly shut down. Next, we meet Kuzi. Kuzi is your daily double slacker that Alya has a crush on and openly mouth chucks Russian quips at him. For once, the male protagonist, despite being painted a slacker, studied Russian and understands exactly what Alya is saying to him and is only pretending to not know Russian. Alya is not aware of this fact, and I'm sure this will be relevant somehow in future episodes, so I look forward to how they're going to play with that aspect of the show. Okay, look, I haven't read the manga, so I am coming into this from a blind perspective. I don't know what's going to happen next. I have watched a few episodes ahead of the first, but it seems to me that the reason he hasn't revealed to Alya that he understands Russian is he loves the attention. I mean, who doesn't love attention from a cute girl, right? Let's keep it real. Even if you're lesbian, you love the attention. Let's not mess around. B, I put a big question mark because I have no idea. There's got to be more to it than that. I'm going to give the author, I'm going to assume the author is an intelligent being that wrote a good story, and there's more to it than just him loving the attention, and that's why he hasn't revealed to Alya that he understands what she's been saying. And he does contemplate telling her, hey, I know what you're saying, but he decides not to. So I'm assuming there's maybe more to it than that, but we'll see what comes of it later on. Some mangas, they just love to make their characters act and behave stupid for the sake of continuing the story, or else some stories would fall apart if the characters weren't complete idiots, let's be real. So hopefully that's not the case, but that's a fat question mark. I believe there's more to it than that. And we'll continue here because even though I can't pinpoint with the current information presented in the first episode what could happen next, I can't really make a prediction, but I think there's more to it here, just based off of that one scene. There has to be more to these characters than that's being shown. And I'm sure the author wouldn't create a character that is, say, female, is the male protagonist's sister, and for some reason wants to live out her incest fantasies with him. No way an author from Japan would do something like that, right? A few scenes later, we are introduced to Suo Yuki, who is looking for a seat in the lunchroom and blushes upon making eye contact with Kuzi. And yes, they are brother and sister. I did check out the second episode, and that is where it's revealed that they are siblings. And I always wonder what a Japanese author thinks as they create their story. They in their head, the author of this story went, what does this story need? Incest? A girl? Okay, let's make that girl the male protagonist's sister, and her sole existence is to try and get her brother to do things with her. Yeah, that's what this story needs. Oh yeah, what a genius I am. This is exactly, well, this is going to be mind-blowing for readers. You know what? Like I said, I'm not judging. It is what it is. Sword Art Online. Yeah, Sword Art Online has their characters constantly getting raped. So, I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going on over there in Japan. Maybe they should be banging instead of writing stories where rape and brothers and sisters are. Anyways, now back to the story. Alya and Suo sit at Kuzi's lunch table, and it's immediately apparent that Kuzo and Suo have something going on. And Alya takes note of this and exhibits the jealousy that any woman would have upon seeing another woman talk to the boy that they like. What happens in the scene afterward has me a little stumped. We have Kuzi laying in bed. He's having a dream. It's about a girl. He's speaking Russian to this girl, and they're looking at the sunset together. We don't know who it is, but it kind of looks like Alya at first. Like, the first time you see the girl, you're like, is that Alya? But then there's the problem that she has silver hair, and the girl has yellow hair, which to me is a hint that this is someone else. But the question is, who? And like many other anime pro tags out there, they can remember very vividly what someone looks like, but not remember their name for some reason. I mean, I remember the girl that rejected me back in first grade. That was like 20 plus years ago. Her name was Jackie, thin, white, ugly in hindsight, but like I don't remember I don't forget this stuff. So you're out here with an attractive girl at a young age looking out into the sunset, and somehow you can remember what she looks like but not her name, and that to me is annoying. These protagonists always have to have amnesia in order for the plot to be able to move forward, I guess. It wouldn't surprise me if this is one of those animes, like many others, where the characters have to behave like complete idiots for the plot to even make sense. So my first question is, what happened that the male protagonist can't remember the girl's name yet he is able to vividly recall what she looks like? That is my question. That's the first thing that popped into my head. Now, it wouldn't be an anime without a shot of panties, and that's, have fun with that for those of you who like panty shots. But that ends the first episode of Alya. Sometimes her hides her feelings in Russian. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to see more, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.